What's up, everyone? This is Forgo, and today we're going to talk about Iron Patriot and whether or not this uniform is worth buying. First of all, I think it's a cool looking uniform. It looks pretty awesome. It's got the nice glare around it whenever you're spinning him around. Shiny as could be, man. Not a speck of dirt on this freaking thing. It changes Green Golem into a blast type. Now, what's he really going to be? Well, he's mainly just going to be a support character. He's going to give this increased damage to supervillains, superheroes by 40% to all Dark Avenger allies. So it's only niche to those characters, but they also gave him the 60% increase of all attack leadership. So he's pretty much like the villain version of Nick Fury is what he is, which is pretty awesome. It makes him a really fantastic sport. Do you really need the uniform? I don't really think so. Is the uniform worth buying? Well, if you want to make Green Goblin really good, yes. It does transcend him. It does make him way better than what he was before. Survivability is kind of so-so. His damage is kind of okay. It's so-so. But you're going to see that his damage can actually be pretty good with a little finagling. So let's take a look at his build first. He has 27,000 energy attack. He has 128 attack speed, 32 crit rate, 164 critical damage. This is actually going to get bumped up because we're going to be using Mantis. Just give a little extra 20% critical damage, and that'll put us at 184 critical damage. About 49% ignore defense, close enough to max, and max skill cooldown. He has no Urus, level 60 character, and his first skill is nothing. His second skill has a shield, but the shield, honestly, in World Boss, this shield's pretty much crap. You'll get one shot of like nothing. It's not going to save you. The third skill gives you increased damage by 40% for 2 attacks. It's good that this is an increased damage by 40% for 2 attacks. So you can do you can hit this third skill, go into another skill, do that attack, and then go into another skill, and you'll get the 40% damage proc on both of them. However, you're going to see in the rotation, you're just going to put it all on one skill, because you can actually cancel your skills. You can cancel the 5 or the 4. So if you cancel the 4 immediately, you actually get this all defense down that stacks up to 40%. Now, I really wish this was higher, but I mean, the good thing about it is if you're running a healing striker like Venom, who does have 50% ignore defense, all defense down, he'll come and strike and maybe you'll get that 50%. The problem is Norman's here last for 10 seconds and the cooldowns are low enough that you're going to pretty much have this all defense down up pretty much the whole time. So you're probably not going to be getting that 50% all defense down. The other thing about this is the 4 skills all defense down happens immediately, very, very fast, and you do get the immunity to all damage for 4 seconds. And then the 5th skill gives an increase of all attack by 25%, crit rate buff by 25%, which is really great. Because he gets this crit rate buff, I really would advise putting a critical damage proc obelisk on him because it's going to be a lot easier to max out his crit rate because of this. His passive gives him 30% increase of energy attack. This is freaking sweet. On top of the 60% increase of attack leadership for Dark Avengers. Okay, so you're not going to use the 2 and the 1. Nice little showboat in there. But all you want to do is you want to hit the 3, then the 4, and then the 5. That's your rotation. Now, there might be, you could do 3, 5, 4, but I've tested the damage on both of these. You can do 3, 5, 4. I've tested the damage on both of these, and the damage is virtually about the same either rotation. But the good thing about this is he gets the immunity to all damage, right? But he doesn't have any kind of super armor, and he doesn't have immunity to guard break. So when you're doing this 4th skill, he can get guard broken super easy, and then you're going to lose all that damn damage. So I prefer to hit the 3, the 4, and then the 5. You'll get the all defense down. And then you're just going to go back in your skill. You have to run around for a second or two afterwards, but I find that that's really the best. And for what I'm going to do, it really works out nice. The second skill leaves you completely vulnerable. Nope, cool looking skill, but yeah, it just leaves you vulnerable. Be decent for shadowing because you're going to be guard breaking your opponents, but that's about it. His ISO 8 set is just a stage 5 Power Bang Grog set. It's almost fully leveled up. This is really the set you want to go with because he doesn't get really any attack speed from his skills. And I do have a critical damage. Mind damage is doing nothing for him with 140% damage proc. This is low critical damage, Wish it was 40%, but it is what it is. It's a very free-to-play, friendly proc. And then we have a normal ranked uniform, which actually enhances the effective Goblin Suit, which is the 30% increase of energy attack, effective skill OZ formula, change effective skill Goblin King, and then he gets a little chain hit damage by 10% when attacking. You can put a CTP of energy on him, although I really think most players are just going to use this guy as a support. To be perfectly honest with all of you, I think that's what most people are going to do. That's probably what I'm going to do. Now, that doesn't mean he can't put in work. He can definitely put in work. He can definitely do some world boss for sure. We're going to go against Cole because now he does have energy attack. Okay. Well, you know what? It doesn't matter that they got cut time. That's fine. There we go. And we're going to use this team here. We're going to have the damage dealt to supervillains by 45% and the decreased damage from supervillains by 35%. I know you guys get tired of me repeating that, but I do in case any new viewers watch this channel. And then Mantis is going to give the extra critical damage by 20%. The ignore defense doesn't really matter. So our ignore defense is now going to be 50% instead of 49%, which isn't much of a difference. But the 20% critical damage is. I could put other characters here, but because he already has the support 40% damage to supervillains, because he already has this leadership, we're already getting one support. I normally don't ever run two supports. In fact, most of the time, because I do one shots, I hardly ever do. But when you're trying to do a normal run, you will usually, right? Now, if I put another support like Valkyrie here, his damage is going to be a whole lot better. So keep in mind that we don't have Urus. We just got 140% proc. We got a normal ranked uniform, level 60, and Mantis is offering 20% critical damage instead of having another support that would offer 40% damage to super villains. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a run with this team right here. Just got some damage to super villains here, and then we got anti-venom for the heals. And I'll just give you guys an idea of what the damage looks like right now. Okay, here we go. He is a fun character to play, and he is pretty easy to play too. And he's easy to proc. He's very free to play friendly when it comes to proccing his obelisk. So you just want to hit 3, 4, 5. And like I said, I tested the damage doing 2 different rotations. And there I missed my 4th skill, which sucks. But we still had all defense down, so it's all good. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now he's cleansing. We're not getting the all defense down. But you can see, stage 50, the damage doesn't look that great. And I realized that he's not like super built really well. I know that. But it just really, I would think he would be a little bit stronger. I really wish he had more all defense down. That would help him so much. I mean, there's no way in hell that he's going to be able to do this. It's just not going to happen, right? Now I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. We're going to do this again, and we're going to give him some different strikers. And you guys have seen this before, where we use Weapon Hex. Now, the beautiful thing about this guy is he does have all defense down. The bad thing is that 4 skill applies to all defense down super fast. So whenever you hit your co-op skill, you're going to bring in Weapon Hex immediately. So let's try that. And you're going to see that the damage is pretty freaking nuts because we're going to be getting that 100% all defense down. Okay, so I'm going to hit that co-op immediately. And then the 3, 4, 5. And look at this. Now we're just going to run around. We're not going to do any skills. We're just waiting for that co-op. Here we go. And if I would have used some different co-op strikers, it would have probably been better to decrease the skill cooldown of the co-op. Okay. And boom, look at this. Yeah. Oh boy, it's got some power. And there we got snared. So he's got the damage. You know, 1 minute, we pretty much could beat stage 50, which is freaking insane. But as you can see, he can die pretty easy. You know, we got snared, we got caught in a snare. But for me, just to come in here and do this is pretty damn nuts. Honestly, pretty freaking crazy that he could do that. So you know what? Well, let's try it again and see if we can get that clear. Yeah, okay, here we go. We'll see if we can pull it off this time. All right, so we'll do it again. All right, co-op, 3, 4, 5. I mean, look at that damage. Nice. We want to get the hell away. We want to get away from him. We don't want to do any attacks. We want to let our co-op cool down. I wish he was a little bit faster. His movement speed really should be better, to be perfectly honest. Okay, run, 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 run. Okay, 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 okay. And here we go. Look at this. Run away, run away, run away. And ooh, didn't hit my third skill there. Okay, 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 okay. And boom. There we go. Not bad. Like, his damage really isn't that great, but when you start doing a little cheekiness, I mean, we did that in about a minute. A little over a minute, stage 50 with this team right here. You know, using Mantis. I mean, if you was going to use a double support, well, you know what? We can just try that right now. Here, let's try it. Let's put in Valkyrie. Let's try it with Valkyrie. See how much damage we do. All right, we'll just do like we did earlier. See what this damage looks like. And look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Man, I don't know. He's got, this is some one-shot potential. I need to get the hell out of there. Woof, I had to switch my character there. That was freaking crazy. Whoa. We damn near did a one-shot with this build. Here we go. Boom, look at that. 34 seconds. Not bad. Honestly, if he'd have been built up a little bit better, he would have done a one-shot, although we did have to use 2 damage to supervillain characters, but he's got a very weak build. That's actually pretty damn impressive that he was able to do that. So, yeah, I mean, I think that he's definitely got one-shot potential for sure, which actually kind of boosts up his stocks, in my opinion, because he is doing that with this obelisk, with no Urus, non-awakened ISO 8 set, and a normal ranked uniform. What do you think he's going to do when he's completely leveled up? Now, I still think that most players are going to use him for a support character because of his leadership, because of his passive, but you can't deny that the possibilities are really good for him in World Boss. I mean, yeah, he doesn't have the greatest survivability, he doesn't have the greatest movement speed, but if you can do a one-shot, none of that really even matters if that's something that you're into, if that's something that you do. That is something that I do a lot in the game, so I'm actually pleasantly surprised to see him do that. Now, of course, you're going to need weapon hacks to pull that kind of stuff off, but still, I thought that was pretty damn cool. So, should you buy the uniform or not? Well, if you want to have a great support for your Dark Avengers, then he's an absolute must. If you want to make Green Goblin the best he can be, He's an absolute must. Do you need the uniform? I don't think so. I don't think you really need it at all, to be perfectly honest. But it is a fun uniform. It does transcend Green Goblin. It does make him way better than what he was before. Then again, he's coming from a place of total crap, so it doesn't take much. But to go from what he was to pretty much damn near doing a one-shot on stage 50 against Cole is pretty massive, if you ask me. Although that is with Weapon Hex help. So let me know how you're all feeling about Iron Patriot, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.